The M1 Abrams is a very heavy, Cold War-era tank which weighs 20 tons more than its Russian T-90 rival, David T. Pyne, an EMP Task Force scholar and former U.S. Department of Defense officer, told. With numerous reports about characteristics-related shortcomings of the M1 Abrams hitting global headlines, military expert Michael Peck gave his thoughts on what he described as the end of the era of the U.S. Army's main battle tank. Peck noted in an article for a U.S. media outlet that the issue came to the fore as the U.S. is seeking to develop a next-generation light tank, as compared to the 70-ton Abrams, that will be capable of fighting in both Europe and the Pacific. The U.S. does not currently have any light tanks in its inventory and unfortunately has no plans that I, Pyne, am aware of to acquire any, David T. Pyne, an EMP Task Force scholar and ex-Pentagon officer, said in an interview. He recalled that the U.S. Army's last light tank was the M551 Sheridan, which was an air-mobile and air-transportable armored vehicle with aluminum armor that weighed only 16 tons. This tank was removed from active service in 1997. Pyne also admitted that he was a big supporter of using off-the-shelf technology to fill gaps in weapon systems in the U.S. military, adding that the U.S. Marine Corps could buy hundreds of the UK-made Scorpion II light tanks. Pyne, for his part, noted in this vein that the Abrams is a very heavy tank that is over 20 tons heavier than its modern Soviet T-72 and T-90 opponents. The M1 fared well during both U.S. invasions of Iraq in 1991 and 2003, but it is not well suited to fight a war in the Pacific which the U.S. believes would be an island-hopping campaign consisting of successive amphibious assaults much like the U.S. fought during its Pacific War with the Japanese Empire from 1941 to 1945. The former Pentagon officer said. He noted that there have been many proposals to replace the Abrams with a new tank model since the 1990s. According to him, all these proposals have been cancelled, forcing the U.S. Army to upgrade existing Abrams tank models with more advanced electronic systems while relying on the same armor and firepower capabilities.